Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Expeditions Viking. Alright, let's head down to Eforwic, York. I'm only going to get this one right now. I'm going to leave this one for later. Number one, I want to see if it stays around. Number two, I think if I get it, it's going to be nighttime by the time I get down here. So, let's go ahead and see. Is there a way to actually see what the actual time is? Not easily. I think when it popped up, I could. But, alright, let's go ahead and get that. We got +9 wood. We've got a Plains Tree campsite with no occupation. A roadside campsite with no occupation. And 4 hours to get to Eforwic, York. Let's go. Let's actually cancel that for a second. So we've got St. Wilfrid's Church, a centrally placed and wealthy church. And forest campsite. I will be honest. I am very tempted to like stream this game after I do this full playthrough and be a total marauding evil Elmendreda. Let's go ahead and head into the capital of Northumbria. All right. So who are we gonna take? I want to take Morkant just in case he has anything to say. And we may actually need him to translate. I don't know. Nafia, Kettle, Roskva, because I like them. And between Aslafer and Gunner, we're going to take Gunner. I like Gunner a lot better than Aslafer. And Aslafer's just kind of a jerk. And see, look, Gunner is loyal. Aslafer's just indifferent. What a jerk. Alright, let's head in. Now, it does kind of suck to lose another warrior. Now, if we get to a situation where it looks like we're going to have a fight, I may pop out, pop back in with a slightly different party. Why can't I just take everyone with me? Why do the rest of my people stand outside? What's wrong with an armed party of 10 Norsemen and a Christian monk? Really? I mean, come on. Now, I do know that there is a Pictish person that you can pick up. And I hope that taking Morkant doesn't mean that I lose out on that person. Golden waves of neatly sequestered farmland give way to increasingly close clusters of farmhouses as you and your... I was not expecting a vocal song. I'm digging this. I like it.
There is a place where the children play, filled with joy and with laughter.
That's really nice. Golden waves of neatly sequestered farmland give way to increasingly close clusters of farmhouses as you and your herd make your way towards the seat of Northumbria's king. The city is built on the junction between two rivers. If you secured permission, you could simply sail the Midgard-Stormer directly into the city in the future. Eforwic Pier Access. Negotiate docking permissions with Eforwic's Port Garifa. Alright, someone answer me this. Is this, I mean, like, we were at Scarborough, and of course it was playing Scarborough Fair. Is this another classic piece? Not necessarily as old or anything like that, but, is it a new creation? I don't know. I may have to, check that out. It's really good. Love the music in this game. It's fantastic. Not long after the ancient walls of Eforwic heave into view on the other side of a small river, you encounter a group of people very much dressed for business. At their front, a young man has planted himself in the middle of the road with his feet shoulder width apart, back straight, hands gathered in front of him. Hello! Ooh, mail. Can I have it? I want some mail. Despite his guarded stance, he greets you with a bright smile that strikes you as genuinely friendly. Welcome to Eforwic. Strangers, my name's Eforwic, and I am the king's champion. Word of your arrival has preceded you here. Halok Sal, I am Elmandretta, daughter of Ald. We have come to speak to your king. We don't want any trouble. If you'll let us pass, we'll be on our way shortly. We need to see the king. It's best for everyone if those weapons of yours remain sheathed. Aggressive followers have lost morale, and reputation with Northumbria has increased by 1. Peaceful followers have gained morale. It seems our interests align. His Majesty has asked me to ensure that you visit him as soon as you are able. Stories of your actions in Scarborough have made it to King Osric's court. It seems you've made a good impression on the villagers there. We are all quite eager to learn more about who you are and why you've come to our fair shores. We'll visit the king at once. We have some business in the city first. We will visit the king in our own time. I have no interest in speaking with your king, even though we just said that. Then allow me to give you a demonstration. We will visit the king at once. He bows his head politely. Thank you. Please allow us to lead the way to the king's hall. Okay. Why did I immediately get a, peer access update? Whatever. Alright, well, you know what? Let's go talk to the king before we, actually, search around. Is that where you're going? I don't think that's where you're going. Maybe it is. Maybe you're taking an odd... Yeah, you're just, like, cutting through, things. Ooh. Weird bunch. Hey! I resent that. You, you guys might want to, you know, I don't know, repair the Roman walls? Just saying. Move along. I'm here to see the king. Jeez. Rude. There's a lot of stuff around here. Look at all the stuff that we could steal if we wanted to, you know, murder them all. Osred II. Ian Bald, Leofric, Pendruda, Uchtred, Wigswith, Caedmon, Amber. Your name seems a little bit out of place. Probably isn't, but... Yalde, Suitha, Adelita, Edda, Coldflade, Sitka, Here's With. I love Anglo-Saxon names. Eadwulf, Tete, Adelaida. Is that a door back there? It is. I don't think I can open it. There's also what appears to be some water on the floor. You should probably get that cleaned up. They got a stone floor though. That's pretty swanky. Ooh, a book. I want to read the book. Why can't I read the book? Still sounds like it's going to be canon in D every time. The King of Northumbria sits at the very edge of his seat, one hand gripping each armrest of the chair, craning his neck to count your herd entering his hall. It's only like... well, not quite half. A little bit over half, I should say. It's a pretty nice crown there you got there, though. By his side stands a man whose austere robes mark him as a high-ranking religious figure. As you enter, he leans over to infect the king with a frown via the medium of cautioning whispers. The king motions to his guards to let you approach, and then addresses you personally. "Peace be to you, travelers. You stand before Osric, the King of Northumbria." Man, who knew it would be this easy to get an audience with your king? Sweet. "Hallock Sal, your majesty. My name is Almandretta. I'm a thane from Jutland."
"Thane, you say? We have not been visited by your people before. However, that's not to say we are unfamiliar with you."
Again, the religious man leans in to whisper his counsel in the king's ear.
"Previous travelers from Jutland have been somewhat troublesome, so you must forgive my caution. What's the purpose of your journey?"
"We are simple explorers. We come to you as emissaries of goodwill on behalf of our people. Our wish is to establish new trade routes between our clan and your kingdom. We seek allies in our conflicts at home. We believe we have much to offer your court in return for your support." I mean, if we make allies, it's great. I do kind of like the simple explorers, but let's be practical. Our wish is to establish new trade routes between our clan and your kingdom. Osred's eyes flicker towards his guards. Anxiety causes his fingers to claw weakly at the carvings on his chair.
"It's wise of you to seek trade with my realm, but the political situation is delicate right now. We have no time to negotiate trade routes."
Perhaps if we help you with your problems, you'll reconsider our offer. Osred visibly struggles to structure his words in a way that won't offend too much.
"Unless you find God, I don't believe we'll come to an arrangement. A group such as yours is simply too politically inconvenient."
Alright, this seems really loud to me. I hope it's not. But we'll see. "Then it seems we're at an impasse. I shall take my leave and trouble you no longer, your majesty. Your god has denounced us, has he? Well, there's little we can do in the face of divine intervention. A wise ruler wouldn't let preconceived notions about faith stand in the way of diplomatic negotiations." This one might be a bit insulting. I'll do it.
"I don't recall asking for your advice on how to run my kingdom. You made your proposal, and you have my answer. I hope you won't begrudge us that we'll be keeping an eye on you as long as you're within the borders of this realm."
The religious man beside the king raises his hand in a strangely casual gesture.
"God save you all."
"And Thor take you." Maybe I should have said hell take you. And for some reason, Leofric has decided to wander off down over here. Well, let's go talk to Leofric. Maybe he will be able to convince his king.
"A quick word, if you please. I trust you are not too surprised by His Majesty's rejection. After all, you are foreign warriors of pagan faith."
"I am not some common warrior. I did expect better treatment." "I expected something along these lines, yes." "Well, I did, but at the same time... I mean, I may not be of the same level as him. I am a noble one."
"I regret if you feel you have been treated unfairly. Though nothing in my king's behavior requires apology, I understand that it may be disappointing."
Oh, he kind of does require an apology.
"I hope you don't find this impertinent, but would you and your retinue honor me with a practice fight?"
What terms do you have in mind?"
"Myself and 5 of my people against yourself and 5 of yours. I will stake my spear, leech stave, on the fight."
"Well, I don't need another good spear. I mean, it might be better than the one that I got, which is pretty awesome.
There will, of course, be no deaths or serious injuries. We wish only to test our mettle, as it were, and you may likewise test ours.
Why do you wish to train with us?
To be completely forward, we are curious to see how warriors fight when led by a woman.
Time to kick their butts. We accept.
Very good, we will borrow a suitable field south of the city, across the river, and meet in mock combat in the spirit of friendship.
Champions League. There's a lot of people in here. It really is. Alright, well. Well, we're going to have to wander around and do some searching. But I will say that I think that Osred has kind of sealed where my path is going to be going forward. Unless something really changes, I think I might be siding with the Picts. Yeah, if he'd welcomed us as nobles and, you know, of brethren Germanics. You know, things might be different. A man dressed in simple yet elegant clothes takes a few steps towards you as you leave King Osric's hall. He extends both hands to show you he is unarmed. Hello, Wada. Though a smile rests on the man's lips, there is no hint of it in his eyes. I think we might be blocking this kid.
How fare you, Laftia? My name is Wada. I should like a word or two with you if you could spare the time.
Of course, what is this about? It's a very different tone than the king took with me. Not afraid to be seen with the vile heathens. Rather not. It seems our presence here is unwanted. No, I am perfectly willing to show that these people are terribly close-minded, whereas we are open and welcoming. Of course, what is this about?
Not here. We should talk in a more private location. Come, I know just the place.
A Tale of Two Kings. Here goes Wada. I've lost 10. That little jerk, that little brat. How dare she steal one of my pennies? It's just 10 valuables, whatever. I'll find her eventually. What was that? Weird bunch? What was that you said? These are mine. Ooh, I can get up on the walls. Sweet. Move along.
West house, strangers.
Thank you. I assume that's... you guys might want to do something about that. 2 hides. Get up on the walls. I love getting up on walls. Wood, herbs, and iron. Hardened leather. And holy cow, look at all those valuables. Nope, can't go in there. Alright, well, let's investigate the, castle first. Well, okay, this is right there. Tar, extracts, and powder. I love the look of this, Roman fort. Oh god, now I want them to make an Expeditions Rome or something like that. Expeditions Legion. Expeditions Anabasis. Oh, that would be awesome. I'm now dreaming of so many games that they could make. Tar and extracts. Expeditions Hittites. Select Herdman. That seems suspicious. Alright, let's see. If I were to set Lord of... Okay, no, that's not. We'll do that. Do that a little later. Let's see this over here. Can I get it? I can. Armor Balm, Vial, and 85 valuables. We'll look at that in a moment. See what's going on over here. This is clearly the church. And not... It has nothing to do with the fact that there's a cross there. I didn't see it there. Sika Pendasunu? Nope, 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 nope. It's not steel.
You're a rough-looking group. Not here to cause trouble, I hope.
Who are you?
My name is Sitka. I'm responsible for all bounties on the outlaws in the kingdom. Look, I don't know you well enough to offer much. Can't send strangers out to enforce the king's justice.
Sure you can.
Come back when the people know your name, or at least won't bar their doors at your passing. We'll talk.
Okay, fine. Good. I can yoink this. Or not. And grease and cloth. Let me guess, you're a shop, right? Oh, hello. It is immediately obvious that the woman in the smithy is as tough as the nails she's currently pounding into a helmet with surgical precision. She responds to your arrival in her workshop with a nod and a look that simultaneously communicates that yes, her being here is unusual, and it's okay to think so, but if you dare to voice such an observation out loud, she will be very disappointed with you. I'm leading warriors, come on! Hi, bird. Just gonna photobomb us, huh?
Welcome, stranger. I've heard there were new folks in town. You fit the description. My name's Sigeberg. How may I help you?
I'm just familiarizing myself with the city.
Admiral Diligence. You found the armor smith.
I'm looking to commission some equipment. She scratches the back of her neck with soot-stained fingers.
I'll say it like it is. I'm not comfortable equipping strangers with arms and armor. I don't mean disrespect, just why don't you come back when you've built more of a reputation around here?
I need equipment. It's not a request. We have some damaged equipment. Will you take a look?
I suppose that won't hurt. Just don't expect any discounts on account of your reputation. Show me what you need.
Let's see what she's got. This vendor has preposterous prices. Wow. 1,000 valuables. No.
Changed your mind? That's all right.
All right, maybe later. Kyre. I'll take your cloth. I will take your honey, rations, and rope. You gradually become aware of a woman watching you from down the street. When your eyes meet her gaze, her face lights up with a smile that beams mischief. She raises a dainty hand in greeting and waves you closer. She's a gorgeous woman, somewhere in her early 20s. She's alluringly dressed in red fabrics worthy of a queen. You have no doubt men would kill for her, and something about her makes you think perhaps some have. For some reason, I keep looking at this little shape in her hair and thinking that it's an elf's ear. Her voice is thick and smooth as honey.
It's a rare thing to see such finely dressed visitors as you in our streets.
Most of us are wearing padded armor. I'm not sure that we're finely dressed. No, I mean, I am. She leans slightly to look past you, letting her eyes glide slowly across your herdman.
With a retinue like that, you must be some manner of queen?
Not quite queen. I am Elmendretta, Thane of Scairn. Her eyes are drawn towards Kettle, and you notice her take a small step towards him. Though clearly based on your introduction, her next request is directed towards the hunter.
You speak in such a strange way. Will you say something in your own language?
Kettle casts a hesitant glance in your direction. I wonder what would have happened if I hadn't brought him along. But finding no help there, he thinks quickly and responds in the Danish tongue.
You are a very beautiful woman. For you, I would say anything you ask me to.
She conceals her smile coquettishly with the back of her hand, but she cannot conceal her excitement.
That's beautiful. Sounds like a heathen spell, almost.
Well, any heathen spell would sound like that, being that it would be in Danish. Unless, of course, it was, you know, from Norway or something.
My name is Kier,
Is it Kire? Kire? Maybe something like that.
widow of the merchant Baldred. I am honored to meet you.
Kettle takes her hand and gently touches his lips against the back of it. The honor is all mine. Blatantly smitten. I'm trying to think if there's a modern equivalent of this name. I can't think of one. Kire places her other hand on top of Kettle, sandwiching his hand between hers. She addresses you again without taking her eyes off your hunter.
I don't wish to impose upon people of your standing, but you fascinate me. Will you consider lending me your aid?
Kettle gives you an imploring look, bordering on desperate. Roll your eyes at Kettle. Not in the business of helping people. You are a difficult woman to turn down. It very much depends on the nature of the arrangement. I am totally rolling my eyes at Kettle. If Kettle notices your gesture, he doesn't show it, but he appears to be far too distracted by the proximity of Kire. That very much depends on the nature of the arrangement.
My husband was a great man. We had not been married long when disease claimed him, and I still live in sorrow of the loss.
Oh, I can see that. Kiri's voice rises slightly as she speaks and takes on a strangely wispy quality. It reminds you of Idis telling her stories around the hearth when you were a child. Oh, so in other words, she's telling a story.
Since his passing, I have known many suitors. Most I turn away, but some I've deemed worthy of my attention. I have bestowed favors upon 3 heroes in the past, but all have abandoned me in the end.
Smiling sweetly, she reaches up to brush a strand of golden hair away from her face. Somehow the gesture ends with her slender hand on Kettle's chest, which is in no way lost on him. Why is Nefia not saying something? I feel like Nefia would totally be saying something during this.
If you can find them and reclaim my gifts, you will earn my undying gratitude, and you will be richly rewarded, I promise.
This is far beneath my dignity. I won't help you. What are these gifts you want back? Totally raising my eyebrow right now, too. As she speaks, she counts on her fingers.
Here in Eforwic, my elfin knight still holds a white glove as token of what we once had together. In Scarborough, my poet carries my fairy ring, doubtlessly close to his heart, though he too fled me in the end.
A grey sadness comes over her.
And far to the north, in the capital of the Picts, my bear still has Woden's horn that I bestowed upon him before I knew his cruelty.
Well, we may have to be keeping that horn. That's a rightful, Norse. I mean, even if it's by a different name. Object. Lady favors. Now retrieve, Kiri's white glove from the Elfin Knight in Eforwic. Acquire the fairy ring from Kiri's poet in Scarborough. Obtain Woden's horn from Kiri's bear in Perth. I don't know the Celtic terms for bear. Can't remember if there's anyone that we met in Scarborough whose name reminds me of poet. But there's going to be a lot of, AELFs here, which would make sense for Elfin Knight. I mean, we've seen a few already. I'll remember your offer, but I promise... Oh,
If you can retrieve these past favors for me, I will give you a favor of your own, one that is worth more than the other 3 combined.
I'll remember your offer, but I promise nothing. Your independent followers have gained morale.
I will be eagerly awaiting your return, O mysterious stranger.
Kettle, we're gonna need to talk to you. about this. You need to not be getting smitten with all the obviously dishonest ladies you encounter. 2 hides. Tar, wood, and powder. Cork and rations. Alright, so that's back out. Weird bunch. How rude. Someone's calling us weird. Ooh, I can get up on the walls. I love getting up on castle walls. Town walls. That's all. That's as far as I can get. Alright, I can go in. Leofeg, Tilred Sanu, and Kenwyn Colmane's daughter. Alright, so this is probably a wedding of some sort. Okay, that's his parents. That is her parents. Christina. Now, as much as I enjoy Anglo-Saxon name... Oh, hello. I like that. You know, just two, you know, a little couple up on the wall looking out. Kind of like that. All right, let's at least finish exploring the town itself. Come over here and grab this stuff up here. Some cloth. There's more stuff out there. Bladder. There we go. Some string. 35 valuables. Empty. Some tar. We'll head outside of the walls in the next episode. Just want to finish exploring the inside of the fortress. It's pretty nice. I mean, it's a pretty nice looking Roman fortress. Although, I'm not sure if the towers would have looked like that. I'm more familiar with the forts along up near Hadrian's Wall. So, all right. Well, when we return, we will go ahead and explore around outside of the castle itself. See you next time, everyone.